to a brand new episode of the Real Chatter Podcast brought to you by Je-Ree Reviews Media. I'm Je-Ree, and I'm joined by my co-host.
Hi everyone, this is Ashley right here.
Yes, we're back for a brand new episode. TV is light. This is light though because everybody's on holiday break.
So late.
Um, yes, so it's very light. We did an article of like our favorite TV shows for 2024. That's on the site. But the soap wire stuff is daily. Soaps don't stop, don't matter the
Don't stop.
holidays. So you get
Then there's never
daily.
a rest.
They never rest. And you get your daily fix there. And we also have, of course, Disney Bulletin and Chapter Chat Book Club. So we're still here.
We
And we're
got a
really
lot of
excited
things
about that.
popping, little
Everything's
things stopping.
little things popping. So we don't talk about TV, we can talk about movies, all that stuff. We I just want to say real quick, there are two new reviews I'm very proud of from our friend Val that are up because we got invited. Je-Ree Reviews Media got invited to advanced screenings of A Complete Unknown, that Timothy Chalamet movie where he plays Bob Dylan, and Girl on Girl on Fire,
The
Fire.
boxing.
Yeah, the boxing one. That's a shame. I'm trying to give it a shout out. But yeah, we got.
I'm sorry, I'm still on the Remy Ma, Papoose drama with her. I'm sorry.
So, but we got invited to special screenings. I didn't go. Val went for us, and those reviews are up. I'm trying to get the name of the damn movie.
It's
With
something with girl. Yeah.
Ryan Destiny, and yeah, she plays a girl boxer. Fire Inside,
Yeah,
the Fire Inside, and A Complete Unknown. Both those movies come out on Christmas Day. But like I said, reviews are already up. Non-spoiler reviews are up. If you want to go
yes,
check that out at jerryreviews.com. So I had to say.
definitely.
I had to
Please
say that.
do.
Yes, because I was very excited. I got those invites. And I was like, yes,
That is, I mean, it's really exciting to have that type of invite. I mean, that's a really
yes.
big movie in production. I hate that all that drama is surrounding her right now because
Oh, Ryan Destiny.
no, the woman that she was playing, Clarissa.
Oh, yeah, because it's based off a true story. Oh,
Just a lot of drama going on.
woohoo! Okay, well, we can spill. This is still Real Chatter Podcast. Talk about TV reels, movie reels. So what happened?
Well, you already know that Remy Ma and Papoose, they've been having their issues. And
Right.
I'm sorry, I'm a pop culture like buff, all right?
Yes.
So basically, he was on the phone with the girl, Clarissa, fell asleep. She went through everything, and then she like posted mad stuff on Instagram, and then he was posting stuff. It was a mess. It was a mess. And everybody was just like, oh my God, not Remy Ma and Papoose. Like what? But we've been heard rumblings about her cheating too. So I mean, it was a lot going on. So y'all already know. If y'all want to look it up, everybody was talking about it. It was on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, I kind of fell off of like that love and hip hop stuff because I was like, ugh. Like it
Yeah.
just because I don't want to say portrays us in a bad light, kind of sort of, but I was just like, I'm kind of over even some of the Real Housewives, like the fighting and the catty.
Yeah. The
Like,
bickering.
yeah, I'm like, this is stupid. So like, why are we still fighting each other on TV? Like
Eh,
we're old.
Don't mind me,
Yeah.
but I do love it when the white people do. Because
When they,
we
yeah, because I still watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and when they do it, their catty fights be over the stupidest of
stupidest
things, and
thing.
it's so
Stupidest
funny.
thing.
Yeah, the stupidest thing.
It's
Like,
so
oh,
funny.
like, you didn't come to my party, and then when you came to my party, like you had said this thing about me, and like what? I mean, what's the problem? And like that stuff is funny, but like the love and hip hop, I'm fighting over guys, or I'm fighting
Yeah.
over like
Your
that.
man is still cheating.
Yeah,
Like
like come on, why y'all cheating in your 40s? Like we're old now. Like
we have moved past
we
that.
moved past that.
Kurt
But
Frost.
right? Like you said, Papoose and Remy Ma, like they had this whole thing where she got out of jail and they seemed like they were gonna be great. And
They
it's like,
seem so good,
what
but that's the
for?
that's the
Just
thing.
break
You
up.
never know what's
You're
going
right.
on behind the scenes. You can't idolize anybody's relationship because at the end of the day, we're all human. We all go through things, and nothing is going to be perfect. And that's just what it is, you
Yeah,
know?
like I got tired of watching Kirk and Rashida. I'm like, Kirk is what, 65 years old?
He's
Like,
still
why are
doing
you
it.
still doing it? Yeah. So it's
It-
like
It's insane.
embarrassing to me. And it's like sometimes Love and Hip Hop does give good things because I think
Yeah.
like Spice had a really popular song. She got nominated for a Grammy. Then of course
Yeah.
like the rarity of Cardi B who started on that, and now she's
Word.
like two, three
Shut up.
Grammy Award winning artists. So it's like it
You
does
just
have its good.
it does have its bright spots. Like I don't watch Love and Hip Hop anymore. Like I used to. But I just see the clips. Like if anything,
The
like
clips,
I'll
yeah.
see the clips. But one thing I can never let go of is my Real Housewives. I don't watch OC because that's just not my skilo.
All right.
But I will never get rid of people. I said you can talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta if you want to, but they put the franchise on the map. Don't you be talking about my
Oh, I
girls.
mean, I love Nene. I love Nene.
Uh,
I will use a Nene meme in a minute. I think like it,
mother.
right? That show also can blow up people. And like Nene was doing other acting things. I mean, she was on Glee. She had another
Yep.
show.
New
So like,
normal.
yeah, it will, if you use it the correct way, it will, get your career going or restart your career like Garcelle.
Yep.
So
And
yeah,
Garcelle is doing amazing. And it's some
amazing.
things going on with, of course, like people gonna hate. So she's dealing with that right now. But people were like, what you're not gonna do is talk bad about Fancy and her credits because
Right?
she got credits. That just because je don't know, don't mean she
Dorit,
not out here working. Okay.
Dorit, like I'll
Uh,
never forget when Dorit was like, "You trying to use me for clout?" And she's like, "Use you for clout?" Like I've been on the cover of Vogue. Do you
Okay.
not know me?
Yeah,
Like,
like let's bowl on back there, okay? Because
no,
she's the woman who didn't have to marry to get money. Let's
exactly.
clock it, okay? Like
Clock
that's just
it.
what it is,
Haitian
okay?
immigrant, love Garcelle down, and I had the
Period.
chance, I had the opportunity to interview her for her Lifetime deal. She's so nice. She called me beautiful, and I was like, "Girl, stop playing. You're the most beautiful woman." So yeah, that's on the site somewhere under interviews. Yeah, I got to interview Garcelle. I think that was like one of the highlights of my like
Oh my
journalistic career.
goodness. Yeah, it's because she's just amazing. Can't even
She's
help it.
amazing. So yeah, so this is still Real Chatter Podcast. I like this. I
Yes,
talk about reality TV. We never really talk about reality TV,
we
but
never do.
Married to Medicine, I like too.
Oh my goodness, you do? Oh my goodness, like I
Yes,
love it. People be sleeping on Married to Medicine. That
winning.
it's so it's but and the thing is they're consistent. Like
Mhm,
and as quiet as it's kept, I do believe that Bravo loves them too. Just because like they're always at different types of events and things of
mhm,
that nature. But like Married to Medicine is actually an amazing show. So and they got the shade, like, they don't have to fight. They got the shade already, like how Atlanta used to be, like just like I'm
mhm,
gonna I'm gonna cut you with my words.
mhm.
Dr. Heavenly is a mess. A
I
mess.
can't stand Heavenly. Well, I haven't started the new season of Beverly Hills Married to Medicine. I think I'm gonna wait to just binge the whole season, or at least until they get to the mid-season break. And
Yeah.
so I haven't seen the new season, but like Heavenly has always pissed me off because it's like I think they got physical on that show one time the first season, Mariah versus
Oh yeah, Mariah and
uh
Toya. That was
Toya.
my
Toya,
mama.
yeah. That's my mom. You don't talk about my mom. Those fighting words, you talk about somebody's mom, they're gonna put hands.
Okay. You never know what's
But
gonna happen.
ever since then, they have never ever really gotten physical. They've always, yeah, they
Mhm.
just use their words, and
Yeah.
it's it highlights black professionals, black doctors, even though they
Yeah.
do act a little crazy sometimes. But Heavenly says the craziest things, and then when someone talks about her, she has a hissy fit.
Yep.
But you cannot say what you say and then get mad at me for saying that Damon cheats.
Yeah. Like I'm gonna go
Daddy
back
is
at
cheating
you.
on you.
Like, come on now. I'm gonna hit you where it hurts too. They just don't like sweet tea. I don't know, something about her too that I
Mhm.
just can't really get with. Maybe it's because of Greg and then like all of that situation with like the
Yeah,
divorce and things
we're
that came
quiet.
out. Like, so he's a little bit like weird for me. So that whole thing is just weird. And also, you haven't watched it yet. I'm sorry, I'm about to spill something.
Oh,
But
go ahead.
like, you can't expect to be invited to his ex-wife's birthday party. Why would I invite you? Just
Oh,
because
she
you,
was mad she didn't get invited to that?
girl.
Because I be trying to ride with Sweet Tea because I feel like they didn't, some of them didn't really give her a chance.
Hmm.
And they were just trying to be messy, like Heavenly or whatever. And then sometimes I'm like, girl, you just do it too much. Or sometimes I feel
Yeah,
like she's not doing enough. It's like you need to stick up for
something.
yourself. Yeah.
Or it's just like she'll wait and then do it when she gets online. And I mean, like
Yeah.
after she's seen it, which always happens too. Also, she read Phaedra down,
Oh,
okay? Like read her down like in an interview recently. Like
the interview. Oh,
if I find it, I'm gonna send it to you. I was like, and then the guy was like, okay, reading Rainbow, because that's exactly what it's exactly
one thing
what it
Quad can do, Quad
was.
can read because they always say she long-winded. She is, but she will read you down.
She
And we know
will.
Phaedra is also good with her words because she's an attorney.
Yep.
So it's like those two, yeah.
Yep. It's
But Mariah, that's why I think they will never bring her back because Mariah will cut you.
yes. And it's so crazy because she produced that show, she pitched that show, and then to actually get like booted from it is just insane.
But
Like,
she still has executive producer credit, so she's still
yep.
getting paid. So I'm fine
Yeah.
with it. So it's like she's getting paid without having to deal with the drama.
So it works out.
So I
Yeah.
think it works out, but they need her back on that show because she was so good.
And she had did in a really good interview with Carlos King. Like her interview with him is actually like very, very good. So
Yeah.
that's one.
Would you
But I
ever
feel
do a reality show? I don't think I could do it.
I would if it pertained to my friends, absolutely not. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Because I'm not gonna risk my friendship over a show and money. Like no. If it
Yeah.
was like something like work and people I don't care about, sure.
If it was like a work reality show and you just follow my day-to-day life as a paralegal or something like that, then yeah. But like, don't put me because some of them said I had actual friendships, but don't put me in a group. Like, I only see these women when we're filming, so we're not real
Yep.
friends. And then put me in these situations, these lunches or these fake
Mm-hmm.
launch events where they launch that product and you never really see it again.
Better.
Like your lipstick line or your jewelry line. And then put
Yep.
at these parties and then just be like, oh, we know so and so was talking shit. Because like we're from Jersey, we
Yep.
swing. Like
Okay.
ain't no, oh, let me just pull you to the side. You said, what about my husband? Boop. Like it's all
Yep. It's done up. It's done up from
it's
here.
done up.
And
I'm
then you don't
surprised
want them to be
Jersey.
from Camden or Newark. Then it's really a vibe.
Right. I'm like, they knew who to cast on that Real Housewives of Jersey. Except
Yes.
Teresa. Teresa almost went there when she flipped it. I said, thank you. That's
Hmm.
Jersey. Like,
Which
let's
low
get
key
real.
Patterson. She's really from
Yeah.
Patterson. So like that kind of makes sense when I think about it too. And even with Dolores as well. Like I mean, y'all live in Franklin Lakes now, but y'all
Yeah.
y'all grew up in Patterson. Like let's keep it a buck. You know what I'm
For
saying?
real.
Like,
For real. This Jersey
mm-hmm.
girls here, we don't play. That's and speaking of that's funny, my I'm gonna plug her. She did my old podcast when I had Lovely Girls Who Geek. My sister is a manager at two dispensaries. The
Ooh.
dispensary of Union and Somerset, something like that.
Oh,
And they're
Union by
actually
me.
yeah, they actually are owned by one of the husbands of somebody on the Real Housewives of Jersey.
Oh,
They're on the show anymore. Frank is the name. He's the
yes.
husband.
Yes, Frank, that's Dolores' ex-husband.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So he owns those two dispensaries. So manage
Wow.
those. Yes, I'm gonna plug her stores. The dispensary of Union, dispensary of Somerset. Um, and if you need
Okay, Frank.
right, if you need any of those products that the dispensary sell,
Get your money,
right,
honey.
tell her when you stop in, say I'm from I was referred by Real Chatter Podcast, Reviews Media. They'll know who who referred you,
Plug us too. Shoot, plug
right?
us too.
Plug
Let
us too. I'm plugging the plug. And
us.
yeah, and they're owned by by Frank, yes, Dolores' ex-husband. And she got to meet Teresa's brother and stuff like that.
Oh,
They came out for
wow.
one of the openings of the store, yeah. And it was like, he, during that whole process told her, like, are you okay? Because I don't know, we may have to film one time, whatever, whatever. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
That is her. And I've never had the opportunity to like meet any of them. And I'm a veer
Yeah.
into the soap opera world just a little bit, Ja.
Yeah.
This actor by the name of Rick Hurst, he's actually lives in Jersey. And I'm just
He
like,
lives out
yeah, he lives out here. I'm like, now,
here.
Rick, now I just need to see you one time, sir. Just one.
Because they film GH in California, so I guess he
Yeah,
flies
so
back
he
and forth.
flays back and forth.
Yeah, that's one thing I miss. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit. So we're gonna dip into soap wire a little bit. The reason why I have not been watching so much TV is because I'm watching all episodes of One Life to Live, and it made me miss because One Life to Live and All My Children is filmed in New York, and so I
Yep.
used to be able to see some of these actors because
Yep.
we're in that area, and I
Yep.
was like, dang, I miss the New York soaps,
Yeah, I
man.
miss it so much. Even Guiding Light, they have filmed in New York as well.
Mhm.
Like it's such a like a lost like art. And I don't know. And I heard too that they used to, when they would finish filming, they had their little spots that they would go to and just chill
Right.
in New York. Like that is just I don't know. I feel like that's such a vibe,
It's
like
such a vibe. And then that's why they had so many, like, Broadway people ended up on the soaps because, obviously New York and Broadway, like Renee Elise Goldsberry, Evangeline, uh,
mm-hmm.
Marcy from One Life to Live was Broadway star. Like, it was just the cross connect. And then, like, of
Yep.
course, with Law and Order and stuff. That's why it's like you're just a New York actor. So we would see those people all the time. And I
All the
miss
time.
how they used to do the Super Soap weekends. And you go down
Yes.
to Disney because ABC, Disney owns ABC, and that you get to see the soap opera stars. Like I just miss the meet and greets and all that. Well, I mean, they still do
Yeah.
meet and greets now, but I'm not.
Yeah.
It's
It's not the same. You
not
know
the
what I'm
same. It's
saying?
not
Like,
the
yeah.
same. Yeah, it's the
It just
same actors over and over again. Like I'm not gonna go see, you know.
I do have to see about Susan Lucci and Andy Cohen. I need to see if there's any more tickets. It's probably not.
Yes, I actually we posted on Soapwire today how you get your tickets for the All My Children anniversary celebration.
Yeah,
And I'm
that's
like, just
cute.
reboot the show. Like I
I
know
think
Disney
that's
has
what they try. I think that's what they're trying to do. I think they're testing the waters.
I think so too. Just put it on Hulu. I mean,
Yep.
honestly, take General Hospital off broadcast TV. Put that shit on Hulu. They're doing it with Days. It's working with
And
Days.
Days is winning. Like they've had over a
Right.
billion streams in a year. They're doing
Right.
good.
So put it on Hulu. I mean, almost. I gotta say, I don't know the statistics, but I feel like everyone has Hulu. At least, like,
Yeah.
I don't know, and
Somebody.
somebody in how many households, X amount of households has Hulu or
Yes.
Disney Plus. So yeah, I just missed that. So that was a little bit of soap
It's a
wire,
little
but
bit of so. Also, can we talk about? I am so late on a take. So nobody was gonna tell me JT
Lioness.
for Young and the
You
Restless was
gonna say
on
Lioness?
Lioness. It took me a couple of episodes to even realize
Who
that
he
that
was?
was yeah, because I was like, well, wait, hold up a minute. Because he got more buff. The way he was
Mhm.
acting, like I was like, ooh, okay, okay, Thad. I see you, Thad. I was like,
Is he
wow.
still married to Victoria?
Yes. And then
Oh,
of course,
that's
so
good. That's
here
still
I go researching. I'm like, they still married? Yep, they still married.
good.
They are
I
still
love I love to see a Hollywood couple stay together.
yes. And they've been married, I think, since like 20 two
They've been married a
thousand
long
seven or
time.
something like that.
Yeah, they've been.
No, they're about to hit 20 years soon. So I'm so late, but I was finally able to watch Lioness, the
Mhm.
first like two seasons. So freaking
Paramount
good.
Plus. Mhm.
I absolutely loved it. I didn't know what I was in store for, but I thought it was so good. I think for me too, I'm going back to season one. It feels like something is always happening. Like it's like don't
Mhm.
have ADHD or something because it's just like it's something it's always moving. And they had a specific scene like when he found out the daughter was pregnant. I was like, yo, where did that come from? Like I had a moment of like, wait, what? I already knew when they were in the car, I knew there was going to be an accident. I already could see that happening. Like, mom, I was like, TV bus, we already
Yeah.
could tell. But the pregnancy thing, I had no idea about. And her dad is from Sisters and Brothers. I was like, and he still looked fine too. The one who plays Neil. I was like, oh my god, I love a silver.
Silver
Ooh,
Fox.
yes. I was
Silver
like, you better
Fox.
do
I love a
it.
Silver Fox too. Like I have this weird obsession with Jeff Goldblum. I love that man
Well, he
so.
looks good too, though.
He does look good, and I always go back. I was a little girl. I had, oh, 9, maybe between ages of 6 and 9 when the first Jurassic Park came out. Had to be, yeah, or maybe 93, I think. So it's like
Yeah, like
like that.
93,
Yeah, yeah,
94,
yeah,
something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah. So like 7, and I'll just never forget watching that man laid up with his shirt over it, and I was like 7. I was like, what is that?
I actually remember
How are
seeing
you
that
feeling?
movie. Do you remember the Perf Amboy movie theater?
No.
Yeah, they used to have it was so huge. And when you say that about Jurassic Park, I literally have a vision of like going there before they
Yeah.
tore it down. So that was like a moment. But yeah.
I'm like, was Jeff Goldblum my sexual awakening?
Probably was because
We
he
were.
still looks good. It's
No, it looks good.
crazy.
And he's so quirky and weird, and I just
Yep.
love that. I love that. I had when he was like announced for Wicked or whatever. This was before they even started doing anything. I thought like if I just reach out to his people and I'd be like, "Hey,"
They're gonna allow
an
me.
immediate response. It was no, he's not available. But I got an immediate response. I was like, "They
At least you got a response,
emailed me. I got a response." I was
That's a step in the right direction,
like, "Step in the
okay?
right direction." I'm like, I know who Jeff Goldblum people are. So like
They responded to
they
me.
responded no to me. They turned me down. So I was like, if I ever get a chance to meet that man, I would go nuts. I like everyone knows, like people are close to me. I love that man. He's a silver fox. He could do no wrong. Whenever I
He
see that damn
definitely
apartments.com commercial,
is.
and
Like,
then-
woo.
yes, and then in the second movie, y'all remember in the second Jurassic Park movie, he had a black daughter, so I just knew I was in. I was like, oh, okay.
Score.
He likes black girls.
Oh my God, this is freaking hilarious. You already know mine was Joshua Jackson.
Yes,
That's my
his
boy.
dumbass show, but
Ugh. I'm so disappointed because usually Joshua chooses good shows. Like even I think The Affair on shows on Showtime was good. Like he usually chooses
Fringe,
very
didn't he? Fringe,
well.
was he in Fringe?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, that was
Yep.
him. Hmm.
And don't talk about my Dawson's Creek now.
I was
That
gonna say
too.
the only like he will forever be Pacey, but before Pacey, who wasn't in love with Charlie and the Mighty Ducks?
Okay, that is our era. Okay, Mighty Ducks periods. I
Mighty
remember.
Ducks, period.
So that's why when I saw him on Dawson's Creek, I was like, oh my God. Like it was like a moment. And then he got,
Yes.
ooh, he was just
They
it. I was
even
like,
referenced it in
yes.
one episode. I remember they were like in detention or something, and it was brought up like a funny little moment where it was like they said something about the Mighty Ducks, and he was like, "Oh, I love those movies." And then he went like on a tangent about loving the movies, and everybody just looking at him like he's crazy. And I was like, "I love Flying V." Like I
I'm still mad that Disney Plus like they canceled it, like the reboot. I enjoyed
oh, they
it.
canceled the reboot. I never watched it because I was like, some stuff just needs to be left alone. I'm like, if Joshua Jackson is not gonna come on, then I'm not watching.
Anyway, I was surprised they even got
Emilio Estevez, because he don't act
yeah.
anymore. Yeah.
Meh.
They must have had to pay him a lot because I'm like, that man does not act
Yeah, at all,
at
at
all.
all.
At
He
all.
was done up. He's like, no, I think because now what does he do? I think like directing because I actually
Yeah.
watched the thing with Paul McCartney. What's that his name? The one who was in
The Beatles?
no
I'm
see,
like, Paul
see
McCartney's in the Beatles.
and oh damn, that Paul Andrew.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. He's part of that whole like teen scene. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm like, Paul McCartney's in the Beatles. He acts.
Ah. Oh snap! I ain't even been drinking, y'all. So
We are your entertainment reporters. We don't know the names of movies or TV shows. Trust us or actors, but trust us. We are your entertainment reporters. I'm like, what's the name of the movie? You like Paul McCartney?
listen, because we talking about way back when. We ain't talking about now. But he had to
That
like a
80s, those 80s
yeah,
teens.
yeah, the
Yeah,
Pretty in
yeah.
Pink with Molly Ringwald. Love that.
Mhm.
That was like
Oh,
one
they
of
did
my
a documentary, right?
yeah. He did a
Yeah.
documentary on it, and he basically it took a lot to even get Emilio to even like do
Show
it.
up.
Yeah, he was like he had to write him like mad time.
Like, don't act like you don't know me. We all came up together. Breakfast Club. Like, hello.
Yes. Hello, Brat Pack. Like, what are we doing here? You need to answer. Okay. Stop playing with me.
Yo, I'm dying. Billy looked at that phone and was like,
Absolutely not. He had to wear
oh,
him down. He had
right?
to
They're like, who
wear
was
him.
that? That is so funny. That is so funny.
I can't. Oh my
I mean,
goodness.
he probably wants to stay out the limelight ever since his brother's crazy as hell. Charlie.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
so he probably like, don't bother me.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
of course he kept his real name so
Yeah.
nobody would even like know at first that he was related to Martin Sheen.
No idea he was Martin Sheen's son and Charlie Sheen's
And
brother for the
and
longest
they look
time.
alike.
They look exactly alike. It's because it's like estimates. I'm like, oh, he's Hispanic or that. Like, you don't put that together until I found out and they put them side by side. I said, yo, they're twins.
Yo, he looked just like his daddy's pappy.
Yes,
Okay.
the three of them all look alike. I said, that makes so much sense.
Yep. Insane. Oh my God.
Insane.
Insane. I just can't. And he looks like the most like level-headed one.
Yeah, he probably like the two of them are crazy as hell. Get me out of Hollywood.
Word. Listen, I don't made my money.
I paid my money, Brad Pat. Everybody's watching the Breakfast Club. I'm still getting residual checks. I'm good.
Exactly. Like I'm good. Yeah, that is such like a quintessential film. Like you just have to
Yeah.
see. Judd Nelson is another one too. He didn't respond at all. They could not get that man. It's like y'all thought Amelia Estevez was gonna be bad. Judd ain't said nothing.
I feel like that would be me. Like if I got super famous and then it's years later, don't call me. I don't give a fuck. Like don't
Leave me
ask me.
alone.
Leave me alone. I'm just cashing checks.
Period.
That's why like Disney had to be the one to get him back. They threw a Disney check at him. They was like, please come back. He was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna come back.
Okay, yeah, you got to say less.
You get a season out of me.
Word. He probably got money on the back end too. Oh my God.
Right? And they were like, but you gotta do a press tour. He probably was like, I
Yeah.
probably watched some press tour interviews. He probably was so like low key, like annoyed.
They probably just sent Lauren Graham out instead.
I didn't do no press. His press
Use
junket
your
looking
Gilmore
like
girls.
his press junket looking like Nico Sanchez Chavez. The straight face like
Just like,
I'm just here so I
yes.
don't get fined. Yes.
Like, oh, when is this gonna be over?
Yeah,
Mm.
okay. Yeah, yeah. My father Charlie, he's great. Yeah. I don't know the Menendez brothers. I never met them. I don't know.
Never. Okay. And then you got Cooper like, oh my God, I love your nails. Cooper was the star of the press
Right?
junket.
And it's niggas be looking at him like,
Oh my God. Oh, shout out to Cooper though for being nominated as well. He
yes. Oh, we done. I keep forgetting we gotta do the Golden Globe show. I'm gonna set that up for next week, y'all. We're gonna
Yeah,
do
we
the
got to
Globe
do that next
nomination.
week. Cause
Yeah, yeah,
then it's like the holiday season, so really
yeah.
won't be anything
I know
on
we didn't talk about
TV.
any shows, but I felt like this episode's still going pretty great.
Word, it's just going swimmingly. Like we are
Swimmingly.
literally shooting the breeze today, y'all.
Yes.
Okay.
The shows are on hiatus, and so is Je-Ree. Okay.
Word.
I'm telling y'all, I have been watching. I might link the damn YouTube channel in the description. There is a YouTube channel that has full episodes, y'all, of
Full.
Life to Live from like 2000, 2002, 2004, 2006. Like I have been in heaven. So I'm like, oh, the other shows are still on. Like I've been
Like, ooh,
everything.
okay.
Oops. It's my job to watch these.
Let me go back.
Yeah, let me
Let me
catch up.
try and pull myself away.
Yeah,
It
it's so
would
hot.
be like you're like the movie Buffy the Vampire Slayer with the vampire. It's like, ooh, that
Ah, ugh. Oh, that was Pee Wee Herman. That was Pee Wee Herman. Yeah. Ugh. Ah.
was Pee Herman.
Yes.
Wow. See, you've learned something new every day.
I am a huge Buffy and Angel fan. Like that was my life as a teenager was Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel.
But how did you? Okay, so did you ever see the movie first?
Oh yes. Mhm.
Okay, because I'm like they were two completely different.
Different
Like
worlds. Two different worlds. Written by the same person, Josh Whedon, but two different worlds. And I can forget her name that played the original Buffy is
Kristen
still
Swanson.
Christy Swanson. Kristen Swanson is still salty that she wasn't TV version Buffy. And it's like, girl, you're good.
Girl, like
Please.
no, it was supposed to be. I feel like Joss wanted it to be, different. Like that was
It's
more. It
different.
felt like more comedy.
That was a comedy spoof. This was like supposed to be serious as you could be when discussing vampires. And
Yeah,
yeah,
come on, girly.
I
Like
mean, yeah, give it up, girl.
yeah,
You were Buffy movie version, and it didn't really hit. It doesn't hit when you compare it. It does. It just doesn't hit. I
it
mean,
doesn't. It really doesn't. And I'm sorry. The only thing I think about how funky is your chicken.
and I mean the cast was great. You had Luke Perry, you had Donald
Yes.
Sutherland. It was her watcher or whatever, and like Pee
Yep.
Wee Herman. Like it was great, but it just like when we got that TV version, I was like, oh, what is this?
Oh, he's switching the style up.
Switching the
Okay.
style, and then in walks this man I've never seen before, David Boreanaz, and he's a fucking vampire with a soul, and his name is Angel. Like his face is beautiful. I was like, yo, what?
Okay, but then how did you feel, okay, about I didn't really appreciate the Buffy Spike thing. That just felt weird to me.
Girl, I have gone into discussions with this with some of the fans of our show that love Buffy and Spike. I like how can you like Buffy and Spike? It's fake. It's corny.
Yeah.
Like there was
Mm.
one episode where he almost raped her. I'm
Yes. Like what? It's
like,
no comparison to Angel. It really
no comparison to Angel. She did not love Spike. I feel like she was just going through something crazy. And
hmm
she just had a momentary lapse of judgment. There's
Word.
no way in the world you could tell me that Buffy loves Spike. And
No, not at all.
and that whole thing where he almost raped her made it so real because we know she's just as strong as him and capable
hmm
as him. And the fact that he overpowered her like that, that was heartbreaking. I'm like, Buffy, what
Yeah.
is what is going on?
And
And she couldn't do it.
they said that messed with him too, the actor. Like
Yeah, he didn't want to do it. Yeah.
yep.
And
Yeah.
come to find out, we found out Josh Whedon's a fucking loser.
Yeah, that part. Just
I
like
was so
just like
disappointed.
the EP from One Tree Hill. I was just like the things that them girls had to go through too. Like that's so oof, like terrifying too
You
to
know
be
what's
that young.
crazy? We're running out of time, so we're gonna wrap it up soon. But what's crazy? I never watched one episode of One Tree Hill.
Ah,
I felt like I had met my quota of white shows from the WB at the time. I was watching Dawson's Creek, Buffy, and like they were all just white shows. And
Yeah.
I was like, that show's just too white. Like, I mean, I was watching Seventh Heaven, the whitest of the white, and I was like, I can't
Yeah,
take any
that
more of these shows. So
yeah.
I didn't really watch One Tree Hill. I remember Popular was on. It was just a lot of white
It was
TV
it was a lot happening. Like especially like in the teen
in the
demographic.
teen demographic, which was we were teens, and so that's why when people try to say they get mad about quote unquote woke and representation, I'm like, do y'all know we had to grow up? All we had
Mm,
was y'all stuff. We
Yep.
had maybe one black character, and
Yep.
they died. Like Kendra, we had one black vampire slayer, and she died after 2 episodes or some shit. Like it's like
Yeah, like it's
had
like come and like
nothing.
the
Yeah,
representation was very, very low. And by that time, too, for us in our teenage year, like there was no Living Single, there was no Martin. Like all
right.
of that stuff was like, slowly like dissipating. Like even with
Disappearing.
yeah,
Sister,
like even
sister,
with comedy
canceled.
sketch shows, like Smart Guy, like all of that stuff was like on its way out, girlfriends,
Mhm.
all of that stuff was like leaving. So yeah, it was a lot that we
It
didn't
was a
really have,
lot, yeah. So
unfortunately.
so I had to freaking so when they're like, oh my God, y'all have a black mermaid. How is my daughter gonna see herself? I can see myself in Dawson's Creek. Not one
Yep.
person. Oh,
And
wait,
and I still watch it.
and I still watch it and I love it. And I can still
Yeah.
kind of relate to some of the stories. But I'm
Hmm.
like, we watched Degrassi. With Degrassi
Yes.
was the only thing that had some like black people gave us Drake and like,
Hmm.
but like, yeah, so
Hazel barely had a storyline.
had barely had a storyline. So I didn't watch too much One Tree Hill. Maybe like one episode, but I know that what's the
Well,
name?
they was ghetto, honey.
They still act. So what's Sophia Bush was married to
Yeah,
Chad Michael
Sophia
Murray.
Bush, Hallery Burton, Bethany Joy Lenz.
Well, she was
Um,
married to Chad Michael Murray, but he cheated, and then she still had to act with him. I would have taken a
yes.
job, bro.
Girl, because like I said, I was always like a researcher. I
Yeah.
remember like him proposing to her, and it was like on
Mhm.
an MTV thing because I was
Oh
like such
my
a
God.
fan of
And he
theirs.
cheated.
And he allegedly they say he cheated with Paris Hilton,
Paris
allegedly.
Hilton, right, right.
Yeah, so that was all going on. And they literally got together that
Oh,
season. They had no choice when they were getting a divorce that their couple, that, their characters are now together. Like,
I
yikes.
would have threw up. And that's also like on Vampire Diaries, another show with just one black character. When Damon and Elena got together, and they got together in real life, and they broke up, and I was like, how
Yep.
are we gonna do that? How
Yeah.
did we do
And
that?
then he go and marry the girl who was in on the Twilight movie.
Yeah. And then everybody wanted Damon to get with Bonnie, and that another horrible executive producer would
She did
not put
not
them together.
want.
She knew everybody wanted it, but she would not do it. She
Yep. And they
would
had
not do
mad
it.
chemistry. Haters
Bad
gonna hate.
chemistry. Because those are two characters. I didn't read the book, so maybe it happens in the books. But those are two guys. I mean, they hated each other from season one, and then they just formed this close ass relationship.
Friendship. Yeah.
Was so good to see Damon care about somebody,
Other than
another
himself.
girl, other than himself and other than Elena. Like,
Yeah.
or I forget her doppelganger's name. It's been so long since I watched
Catherine.
Catherine.
Hmm.
So I mean, we like that's why representation is so important. Like I'm
Yeah.
loving like now we have like all American, all that stuff because we really our generation had
We didn't have
nothing
it.
but
I
cake
appreciate
and
All
toast.
Americans so much. And just like, we were about to wrap up, but just to see the Spencer and Olivia story was
Mhm.
just, great. They have a lot of chemistry, Daniel, Ezra, and Samantha Logan. They
Yes.
had it. They had it.
And that's why, on taking back to soaps real quick, I'm happy now that Trina was in a very popular ship with Spencer, and I
Mhm.
love Spencer Trina to my dying day. But I'm so happy now that her new love interest, now that he's gone, is a boy, and I'm like,
Yeah, that's
good,
important too. Like,
good.
why not?
All we
You
had
know?
was Angie and Jesse.
Yep. Oh
Watch
my
us that
goodness.
years ago.
Yep.
So
And I
yeah,
was
I'm
and
for
well,
it.
Angie and Jesse, and even though they were older, Drew and Neil, and they
Yeah,
were always going through
Drusilla
something.
and Neil too. Yeah, duh, obviously them too. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm for hey,
Yeah,
okay.
like let's get it going. Like let's get it popping.
Let's get it popping. Beyond the Gates is coming, y'all.
Yeah,
Black soap opera with black
February
story.
24th.
Yes, February 24th, my daughter's birthday, so I remember that's when it's coming on.
Oh,
Yeah, and
shout out to the Pisces.
yes, and all black cast, black culture. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that. I have to
Same.
come on Soap and talk about that because I'm excited for that for real. Yeah, that
We would love to have you, girl. Come
yes.
on.
So I mean, and you got us. We're rapping the podcast game, talking about TV film journalists, black girls out here getting it, doing it. So you know
Doing
what
the
I'm
thing.
saying? So this has been so much fun, y'all. We're gonna wrap it up. Thank you so much. A different type of real chatter today.
Yes.
So
All over the place.
all over the place, but it was fun because this is
Yes.
what I do when the shows are on break. So
Yeah. Thank
thank
you
you
for
so much.
joining us,
Thank you
y'all.
for
This
joining
was
us. Yes.
awesome.
On YouTube, Spotify, y'all already know. New episodes every Monday, unless otherwise posted. So y'all have a great remaining week. And Merry Christmas. Happy
Oh
holidays.
yeah, happy holidays.
Yes,
Merry
it'll be
Christmas.
Christmas this week. So all right, y'all. Peace.
Bye.